Yo, what's up, Makla? How you doing, man? Okay, there we go. What's up, Perry? Sorry for doing an early stream for once. My bad. All right, one moment, guys. I'm a little confused. There we go. It's all good. Where did my Minecraft go? There we go. Okay. All right, let's not waste too much time. But yeah, I'm feeling better. Kind of had a little health scare, but I'm actually all good. How long is the stream gonna be? Uh, However long it takes me to do 3 chunks. I will try to do them as quickly as I can. Anyways, let me drink some water and we'll get started. Yeah, I would say so. Before we start this though, I do want to just kind of think about. Yeah, I think this is definitely the next one I want to do. I think this one, and then we'll start going more into the pattern. Okay. I think we are ready to get started. Let me just pull up chunk borders, and then... Oh, let me get live split on my side, just so I can actually see my timer. And then... That is not the keybind. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Sounds good. Don't fail. Alright, but yeah, let's get a little border going, just so I can turn off chunk borders as soon as I can. Should probably be fine. Just make sure for another moment. Okay. Maybe make it a little more obvious on this side. There we go. Okay. What have you been up to, Maklo? Anything new or just the usual? Usual. Are you #1 score again? I have not checked the score leaderboard since Wimpin completed Osu. Need to care less about work stuff. I agree. I'm in that same boat as you. see, I see. Did he come back and play more at all, or was there just a larger gap before? I mean, if he's not playing, there's no rush. You'll just get there eventually anyway. Oh. He's trolling you. He's gonna end up trolling you even harder than I did. Yeah, way more long maps to play. Oh yeah, I mean, also just the modding advantage at the 1 trillion score rank actually makes a big difference. Once you unlock stamina, ooh. Are you finally on your tapping training? Yo, what's up, DD? How are you doing? You mean training for 20 seconds and giving up? Oh, man. Nah, you would actually... You could definitely keep #1 score easily if you trained your tapping. Even if you, don't ever reach as good as tapping as someone like Ericy or anything like that, it doesn't really matter because... As far as I'm aware, he's not going to play all the low star maps like you have. I could be wrong, though. I truly don't know. But that's the assumption I have. You know your potential and options to improve speed, but you're slightly too lazy at the same time. Yeah, I feel that. And also, I mean, to be fair, it really is, like, tapping and speed are definitely harder skills to both keep at the same level and let alone improve while score farming as actively as you are. It's something that is hard to do at the same time as score farming or just leaderboard farming or any kind of farming that isn't PP farming. What's up, Rio? How you doing? Yeah. I mean, you don't even necessarily need like a very good keyboard or anything, but it's just one of those things. Like it's a skill I feel like that's harder to focus on when you have leaderboards and, well, okay. I guess you're not really going for completion necessarily, but you play a lot of maps. I would call you effectively a completionist in terms of just how much time you've put into OSU. I mean, at this point, you have more clears than I do, yeah? Yeah. No fancy title or badge, but that stuff is kind of arbitrary anyways, especially now that they've not given Wimpin or Usu420 a badge or title at all, which makes no sense. Oh well. Osu staff being Osu staff as always. But yeah, obviously, you don't need me to tell you that focusing on tapping would definitely give you much more of a score advantage, especially over the long run. Native title on that website. Okay, nice. Good. It's better than nothing, but it's a little sad that it's not officially recognized on the Usu website. And it kind of makes me feel, like, weird. Because, like, I do have that recognition. But then people who have put in even more time than I have, because completion only gets harder over time, don't get that recognition. And it's like, do I have to yell on Twitter every single time Usu staff doesn't recognize these things? Like, I don't have the time and energy to keep doing that. It's just really weird, man. But I'm also just not in the loop as much as to what's going on. So you probably have a better idea of why that could be than I do at this point. Yeah, but I mean, from my understanding of the history of Osu staff is that they have been inconsistent about everything, always, and forever will be. So, hi, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah. I mean, you might have seen Maklo. I talked about it very briefly in the server, but I've started playing on a different Osu server to just have more fun with playing maps again. Kind of doing score farming again. Because I've kind of given up on Bancho for the moment, because they refuse to fix leaderboards and score multipliers. Must have missed it, yeah. I'm playing on a server called Titanic. It's basically Osu maps ranked from, like, the very beginning, 2007, all the way to the end of 2014. They also rank, like, certain maps kind of based on like how they feel compared to older maps, like if they feel old or whatnot. But essentially, it's all the ranked maps from 2007 to 2014. And I'm already like top like 16 or 15 score on there because no one actually score farms on there. Like I have 5 billion rank score and I'm already that high. I'm already a third of the way to #1. And I've only been playing on my weekends. But it's been fun because I've been playing everything with sudden death, which is really fun. So that's been making it more interesting. Only FCs. No A rank FCs either. And I've also... Do I have more than one completion? No, because I'm not going to be playing all the maps. I'm just kind of having fun playing the maps I want to play. It just so happens a lot of the maps I find most fun are score maps as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, my scores from Bancho don't count. I do have to play them again, but it's fun that way. Because now I'm forcing myself to have 100% FC rate. And I'm also playing maps that I have FC'd or SS with no mod, but playing them with Hard Rock instead, on top of Sudden Death. And it's actually resulted in me getting some really cool scores. How close am I to #1 score? I think #1 score on there is only 16 billion, which is super low. Let me see what the rank score total for everyone is on... Oh, wait, is those still down? Oh, are they finally updating it? Oh, never mind. It's just planned downtime. Okay, but yeah, 16 billion is nothing. I'm pretty sure people have, like, over 100 billion on maps ranked up to 2014. I think they're planning to, like, have the bot include laser scores and laser scoring. But I don't think they're actually working on that yet. I think that was more of just planned downtime. Who cares about V2? The server I'm playing on doesn't even have score V2 as far as I'm aware. Yeah, no. I mean, score farmers literally don't care about score V2. But yeah, it honestly, Maklo, like if you were to try, you'd probably be able to get #1 score on there pretty easily yourself as well. But some cool scores I did on there were doing like the Lucky Star Doga with Hard Rock Sudden Death. That's like a 15-minute map with Hard Rock, which was fun. I did the Near Distant Future, if you know that map, the RLC map. I've seen that with Hard Rock Sudden Death, like 99.8 AC. That's almost a 400. That's like 396. I was actually kind of surprised how much that's worth. I also did a Dematory comp with Hard Rock Sudden Death, and that actually was a 400, 401. And also like 350 plus million score, which was cool. I think on Bancho, I only have a Sudden Death no mod FC, but I did it with Hard Rock on here, which was really cool. So I'm like trying to challenge myself a little more with the score farming as well, because it would be super easy for me to get #1 score if I didn't care for FCs at all. Or even if I just did no mod only. But I think this way makes it more challenging and exciting for me. Oh yeah, honestly the map's not that hard. You absolutely could get some free PP off of it if you really wanted that. Oh, let me put these diamonds away real quick. Dang. 14. Not bad. I think that was 14 from 4. Yeah, it is a good one for sure. I also played RLC's Euphoria, the Ahisa song. I have seeded with Sudden Death, not Hard Rock, because that map is actually kind of hard. Sudden Death only, I got 99.91 AC, and it was actually an easy champ snipe. So, better player wins, obviously. But yeah, it's just fun little thing to do on my weekends. As far as I'm aware, the PP they use on there is the latest PP as well. Not including rework, but like latest like version that's actually pushed out to stable. Not that I really care that much about it, but it is kind of funny that you can be 2-digit on there with 5,000 PP, which from what I've heard is like the cutoff for 6-digit now. Like 6-digit into 5-digit. You are improved when you play with Slider Hack. I mean, yeah, because you have to, right? At least if you want to keep similar accuracy to what you were getting on stable, you have to play better. It's good training, I guess. Okay, no more. But yeah, I absolutely believe that. Oh, wow, all these Instamine blocks. Very nice. Silverfish, not as nice. Good for my pickaxe, bad for time. Unless I include the time of not needing to repair the pickaxe, then maybe it's like dead even. Oh boy. I actually have a question for you then. Do you notice your unstable rate is better with Hard Rock than without it? Because I know when I play, my unstable rate is a lot worse when I play No Mod versus Hard Rock. Probably because I'm just way more focused on actually tapping accurately. But I don't know if that's just me. Better noise bin? Okay. I know some people that don't have that, and I'm just like, how do you always 100% focus on tapping accurately like that, to that degree, where your UR is the same on No Mod as it is Hard Rock? It's like, there's just so much more leniency with No Mod, you can kind of just take advantage of that. Unless you care super hard about UR or just wanting to be perfect. Or beyond perfect, I guess. ACK and UR is highly associated with AR and BPM. Absolutely. If the AR is too high, my UR is never gonna be good. And certain BPMs are way more comfortable than others as well, so that makes a lot of sense. Oh, digging into the wall. Time loss. I guess that's a time save for a different chunk, though, so that's okay. At least it wasn't like the wrong wall. Yeah, I just gotta focus. Yeah, I mean there's also a certain point when the AR is too low that my UR also skyrockets again for me. There's like a sweet range or a sweet spot for that kind of thing. I mean AR10 is comfortable, but only with Hard Rock. Okay, I might be insane for this, but I feel like AR10 Nomad feels way faster than AR10 Hard Rock. I don't know why, but psychologically this makes sense to me. Even though in reality that makes no sense. I think what might be the case is that when I'm playing AR10 Nomad, I'm not exclusively playing AR10 or the maps around it. So that's why it feels faster. But when I'm playing Hard Rock, every map is basically AR10. So it's a lot more comfortable. And maybe it's the circle size as well. OD10 Nomad is easier than OD10 Hard Rock? Disagree. OD10 Nomad is like OD12. I disagree completely. OD10 Hard Rock is like OD9. I am aware that these things make no sense, though. It is absolutely a psychological type deal. Okay, that's good. That seems to be good as well. Okay, I think we're back on track. Yeah, and I do think... Oh, thunderstorm. I do think part of it is also hidden, I think makes it less noticeable as well. But I do think that's more correct, where when I'm playing stuff Nomad, most maps aren't AR10. So when I am playing a Nomad AR10 map, it's just gonna actually be faster than most of the other maps around it. And it's gonna feel as such. But when I'm playing Hard Rock and more than one map in a row, it just feels the same. Like it's easier across the maps. Really, I finished the chunk before the song ends. Wait, how long of a song is this? Oh, we are definitely not finishing the chunk before this song ends. We still, I mean, the average chunk, I don't know if you've been keeping up, but The average one has been like an hour and 40 minutes. This is only a 17-minute song, so we got a lot to go. And that's only starting at Y0. Yeah, you forgot an entire hour there. Otherwise, you're basically right. Ah, okay. That's funny. That's also funny because he meant 2:30 p.m. his time. So that's in like 2 hours. From now, at least. Okay, yeah. How many diamonds is this gonna be? Ooh, an 8 vein. How many are we gonna get from 8? Okay. That's like 2 per diamond. It's not the best, but... You know what's gonna be fun? We're gonna be close to 1% done soon. I think 1% for this is like... It's not exactly 10 chunks. It's not exactly 11 either. I think it's somewhere like 10.25 or something. If I remember correctly. It ain't much, but it's honest work, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would have made a lot more progress, but I had to go to the doctor and the dentist this weekend, so that took up a lot of time. Dude, I was at the dentist for a collective like 4 hours yesterday. Because I had to go in, do a procedure, and then I had to come back in to fix it a little bit after the procedure was done. So yeah, streaming was just not gonna happen the last few days. But I'm hoping we get to make more progress throughout the week. As long as I can keep up the 1 chunk a night routine on my work days, then that's what matters most. You haven't been to a dentist for 5 years? That was me until yesterday. So don't feel too bad. I've been in that same boat. But if I were you, I'd probably go to one as soon as you can. Even if nothing's wrong, it's just better to have a dentist tell you that than just assume that. The only service not covered? Man, that's so stupid. In the US, teeth are considered luxury bones, if I remember correctly. So dentistry, even with insurance, is expensive. And without insurance, geez, you are looking at unbelievably expensive operations. I mean, okay, so yesterday I had to get a root canal, which is basically them taking out your entire tooth and replacing it with a fake one. And that procedure, if I had no insurance, would cost me nearly 3,000 USD. Just for one tooth. Even with insurance, it was still over 300 USD. Which is not... I mean, compared to 3,000 is nothing, but, like, that's still not nothing to me, man. 300 is a lot. That's not an like, I gotta work for a couple of days to make that, man. But it's like, okay, but the reason why I think it's ridiculous is that teeth pain is some of the worst pain. It does not just, like, go away easily. Once you really have tooth pain, it is, like, all you can think about. And it's just, it feels criminal that they can essentially get away with being like, well, this is actually a luxury, not a necessity. And charge accordingly to that. But yeah, obviously health in my country is beyond ridiculous, but that's the good old USA. You know, the song we're listening to right now actually reminded me of the dentist visit. Dude, they were playing, like, scary music over the intercom at the dentist, and I was really confused. Like, why would they play music that is literally scary at a place that people are scared to be at? Until I realized, until, like, a different song started playing, oh, they're playing Halloween music. And it's like, okay, that makes sense, but, like, one of the songs that came on is just straight up terrifying. To focus on music instead of pain. No, but it's like, one of the songs is, like, legitimately, like, just not fun to listen to, even for Halloween. It's like, why would you play this at the dentist? Like, if I heard this song at the dentist, I probably would be terrified. And I'm not even actually scared of the dentist. Honestly, I had no issue with the dentist because I've already gone through having to do a root canal before and having the big needles stuck through my nerve and all that. It's not fun, but I've done it before in the past. But it's just like, imagine being a child. Being there and just, like, having anxiety about it all, and then scary music is playing at the dentist on top of it. Yeah. It was really relaxing. Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, the dentist I went to, I would recommend and go there again. Like, it was actually, they were super nice, very friendly. They made everything as comfortable as they could be. But just the music that was playing in like the lobby was like the one thing that I'm like, you probably shouldn't do that, even though I get it because it's almost Halloween. The feeling of metal and plastic equipment in the mouth. Okay, yeah, I'm not really a fan of that, but it was more just like, I understand this is how they have to do it, so I can deal with it, but definitely not something I want or like at all. Also, hold on, let me move that a little bit. There we go. Sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to live with that one. The whole world knows now. This is nice Halloween music. And deep slate mining music. This actually fits the aesthetic of the insanity of deep slate mining. This is the kind of music that was going on in my head when I was doing Osu Completion as well. When I had all those 10-hour plus sessions of playing 1 and 2 star maps. Well, that and Mongolian throat singing, of course. Hey, air pocket. scratches your itch. I am glad. It's part of the reason why I enjoy doing this kind of thing. It's just super satisfying. Well, at least until the silverfish arrive. Oh. I did not know that's a thing. Today I learned. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I did not know that's a thing in this game. That's kind of funny. Huh. Oh, near a skulk catalyst. What the heck is a skulk catalyst? Oh, it's this thing. Oh, I want to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of you, buddy. Yeah. We don't need that here. I do not need to deal with the warden while I'm mining chunks. Warden killed you 10 plus times on the server. Yeah. I mean, I do have full netherite protection armor. So I think I would be mostly fine, especially if I just, like, flew away and came at it when I was comfortable. But, like, I think it's just better if I can just avoid spawning it at all costs. Yeah, Diamond Prot 4. I mean, the thing is that the damage, I think, goes through even the Prot armor, even on Netherite. Like, the thing is just, it hits really hard. But, yeah. How many chicken eggs do I have? Nope, unlucky. I do just have one little chicken friend joining me throughout this entire chunk so far. Or maybe I keep eggs in my hotbar since I don't really need the dirt until I see water. It's not really a point to use dirt to build across areas as small as this. Would not save me any time anymore. Oh. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, Mucklo, honestly, I'm starting to think this is the most efficient mining method for Deep Slate. At least in terms of, like, efficiency to, like, effort ratio. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's kind of visually uninteresting. At least from this perspective. Yeah. Because I don't think I'm really losing any mining time running into the block versus not running into the block. And as long as I keep my cursor in like this like specific position, the only time I need to change it is when I'm on the last 2 blocks. I should mine top down so that way I'm always looking at a block. Because if you're always looking at a block, you'll have the least amount of timing reset on your mining. Okay, yeah, we can change that. But yeah, if I just keep looking down the entire time, I do lose a tiny bit of time. Like, yeah, you can see how I hesitate a little bit on that last block. I have to, like, make sure I'm actually always looking at a block to not have that hesitation happen. It's only really a problem on, like, the edges that are facing open air, though. Yeah. And I can, like, look up fast enough and it stops that from happening. Or I could just switch to top-down on the last one. Okay. Also, this stuff is good for, repairing tools, by the way. The Deep Dark. What's up, Grill? How you doing? I'm gonna refresh my chat really quick. For some reason, I'm not seeing 7TV emotes. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this Deep Dark stuff is actually pretty nice because it's really fast to mine and it gives me XP back. Because I just use my hoe and it's an insta-mine. And on one of the last chunks I mined on my last session, I got back 150 plus experience from mining all the Deep Dark in it. Which is a lot at Deep Slate, because that's a lot of mining time I get back. I mean, it takes me a while to go through a whole pickaxe. I think I go through 1.5 pickaxes per chunk on average. I don't know if it's exactly 1.5, but it's somewhere, it's more than 1, less than 2. The gnome. For a second, I thought that said the game. Also, sorry you all lost. Spooky. You're doing great since you didn't put your life savings in the CSGO skin market. Oh, yeah. Who would have known that a like made up currency in a video game could just implode randomly because of a game update? Imagine treating CSGO skins like the actual like stock market or anything even similar. It's literally as speculative as like a cryptocurrency or like NFTs or something. I think it's more comparable to NFTs. What do you mean investments at risk? I mean, that too. It's like, what, do you think the skin market is literally going to go up for all of time forever? Is there a 1024 chunks market? I should make a 1024 chunk coin. Chunk coin. That's how you get Mojang to sue you. Chunk. Me when I buy a knife that's slightly greener than the other. Or a 2.3 billion. Yeah, I mean, it's just insane how much theoretical money there was in that type of thing. And how easily it can crash when there's an update of any kind to it. What is a Mika Koinu? How you doing? Look, if you had all your money in CSGO skins, I do not feel bad for you. Low-key. How am I feeling? I'm recovering. I'm recovering. Ugh. I would say good. How are you doing? I mean, just replace Peppy with Emrek, and that's something people would actually think about. Score market is hot right now. Disagree. Score market is quite literally been in free fall for 2 years and is dead. It's only being propped up by the score billionaires and trillionaires. You just invest all of our savings in the score. Oh no. You better hope when score multipliers get fixed that score goes up, because otherwise we're going broke. Sad champ. Oh, hey guys, we're getting relatively close to another 100k milestone. 100k milestones are the new million milestones for the stone layers. or deep slate layers. Like at stone, 1 million took a couple weeks. Now it's taking nearly as long for 100K. Maybe not 1-to-1 equivalent, but it's not too far off. Next rework, you can use 5 TD scores and trade up and get 5 XPP value. We need double performance point weekends. That's what we need. Alright, how much XP are we gonna get out of this little pocket of Deep Dark? Ouch. Back in just a sec here. Dude, like, look at that. That was like 170 just about. What is this block? It's called Skulk. That's what it's called. I almost forgot the name for a second. I mean, I did, but yeah, it's a Skulk block. It's part of the Deep Dark. The stuff that you can find underground in mountains and sometimes can lead you to ancient cities. As far as I'm aware, there's no ancient city under my area. I think I actually made sure to check that before I even started this project on this world. But yeah, you get so much XP back from these things. It's awesome. Oh. Making up blocks to make the hoe useful. True, true. But it's actually a very nice block for the chunk mining, evidently, because I got an insane amount of XP back, and it's a time save on top of that. So it's really a win-win block for me, despite it being kind of scary. Are any chickens? Nope. Throw 9 eggs and not gotten a chicken. Warden will jump scare one of these days. I mean, I did break a skulk sensor. Or whatever it's called. Thankfully, I did not set it off, but yeah. Also, yay! New 100K milestone! Yippee! Actually, what are we at Deep Slate? Are we at 700K yet? Nice! Guys, we're gonna get 1 million Deep Slate in no time. When I mean no time, I mean a lot of hours, but we'll get there. And hey, after this chunk, we'll be nearly at 1% done with the project. Nearly 1%. At least in terms of number of chunks. Obviously, in terms of total blocks, we're over 50%, but... Oh, Wandering Trader. I'm sure he definitely has something useful for us. Oh, is the chicken finally gonna start wandering the caves as he's leaving us? Let me make sure. Yep, we are still mining correctly. The chicken will trigger a skulk sensor. Is that possible? I literally have no idea if that's real or not. I mean, I got an achievement earlier in the stream that I didn't even know existed. I got this. Kill a mob near a skulk catalyst. And it literally turned some of the blocks around into skulk. I think like 2 or 3 blocks, like barely anything, but yeah. It's basically kind of like Moss, but like it was an accident and also like not nearly as helpful because it barely did anything. Also, thank you for Japanese animation music. I hate how well this is lining up with the mining. It's not perfect, but it's close. Yeah, I think it's fallen out of sync now. Is this song normally like 150-ish BPM? I mean, from the testing I've done, it seems like the mining is actually like effectively 149 BPM. So not exactly 150. 149 lines up way better. But 150 still lines up for a lot of time. But it does fall out of sync eventually. I mean, we played a 149 BPM song the other day, and I kid you not, I literally did not stop lining up. So I think 149 is my mining speed. I think theoretically you can mine 150, but with the mining delay between blocks, I think it's actually 149. I'm not gonna believe what song is 149 BPM. I knew it. As soon as you said that, I knew it was C-Type. Well, time to send C-Type. Yeah. Keep in mind, that's only when I'm mining perfectly. And it's deep slate only. As soon as other blocks get mixed in, it obviously gets ruined. Or if there's just any air, or if I get messed up at all. But under perfect conditions, 149 is the BPM. During mixed layers to no pattern was spot on, yeah. Just mined all the chunks. Incredible. Which chunk was your favorite out of all of them? Also, what song are you talking about, Mockler? Are you talking about this one? The epic bacon chunk. Ah, yes, the epic bacon chunk. Right next to the epic mealtime chunk. Those chunks were truly legendary to witness. Oh, you really are testing my patience today, DDR, aren't you? And not like the usual where you send an hour-long song. Just be glad you can't send YouTube songs. Sure. Glasses aren't quite lined up. I think it makes him look more threatening. It's having them down on his beak. I wonder which emo it lines up with the best. I forget if there's one that it actually kind of lines up with or not. Is this a fortune pick? It is. Good. Makes things easier. I like it with the Kamui cursor one. That one's good. KT Juicer. Does it? Here, let me give this a try since I have infinite ones. That is not true. Wait, you know what does line up though? This kind of yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. That one lines up really well. Wait, now I gotta test something else. No, that doesn't work. What about what about this emote? Wait, this works. But this is the this is not emo available normally. It works really well for what it is. True, the swag sunglasses would go epic mode on emotes. It's 149 BPM, yeah. I assumed so because I've done testing in single player and with real conditions on my stream, and that's the number I kept getting. I think in single player when I was testing though, I wasn't timing exactly, so I kept getting either 149 or 150. So and that too, like I'm not gonna be perfect. But I think 140. It's also possible it's not exactly 149 either. It could always be like 148 dot something. But effectively, that's the BPM it's around, which is fun. But yeah, it could be affected by a lot of things. There's also just times when songs line up for like a couple seconds that can be magical though, even if it's not the same BPM. It's always fun when that happens, when it's clearly not the same BPM, but it still lines up for a moment. Yeah. Pretty much, pretty much. Not that I necessarily only want to listen to songs exactly that BPM though. That would be very boring very quickly, but it is fun to have stuff line up every once in a while. Immensely satisfying too. Another problem is that I'm not good at actually timing it on purpose, so... Like, you can hear it basically syncs up. A-type, B-type, and C-type are all 149.3 BPM. That's awesome. Are any of them on Spotify? Or, like, a similar enough version? Yeah, unlucky. Okay, low-key, I'm not a big fan of this song, though. But I'm also gonna be even less of a fan of the next song that comes on, so... Yeah, this legit feels like the kind of music you're forced to listen to at the gym. Alright, how long after that next song starts do I have to skip it? We're gonna find out. I'll have the command ready to type. Uh... I'm trying so hard. Okay, I can't anymore. Please. Oh man, I wish people could see the album cover for this track. It's pretty sick looking. Vivaldi, if he was a DJ from the 2000s. That's the best way I can describe it. And yeah, I love Ryu Star songs, so... Is it? I can like barely see it because it's like super tiny on my screen. If that's the case, then I take back everything I said. It's not cool anymore. Unlucky. They ruined my boy Vivaldi. Justice for Vivaldi. Is this 149 BPM? I'm trying to like time it, but it's not really working. I'm also getting a bunch of blocks that are gonna make this impossible. I don't think this really works. This doesn't sound like 149 to me. I'm also not very good at telling BPMs on my own, so... Dang, dude, we've gotten 58 diamonds from this trunk. Yeah, am I crazy? This is definitely not 149 BPM. I think the OG version of this song is. Or maybe I'm just mining that poorly. Like, it's just not working. maybe if I used haste 1, but... I mean, I feel like 150 BPM still could work. I'm not sure, though. Am I sure mining's not 150 BPM? Yes. At least effectively, the way I'm mining is closer to 149 than it is 150. Because you have to keep in mind, I'm not mining literally perfectly. So with like slight deviations, I'm a lot closer to 149 than 150. But yeah, I think just with the fact that it's impossible to be perfect, and also air and turnarounds and other blocks stop me from being able to mine perfectly. It's just, we're just not going to get super consistent moments of timing entire songs to the mining. I think it's much more satisfying when it happens naturally anyways, rather than trying to force it to happen. Okay, these guys are just gonna be in the way now. Awesome. Also, isn't mining while moving slightly slower? Yeah, I mean, it's just whatever combination of real mining I'm doing makes it so that I can't reach 150 BPM. And also, I thought, I don't know. Either way, it's just like, I think effectively, that's what I've observed. Like I can break 149 blocks a minute. But yeah. Alright, anyways, we are almost done with this chunk. Just 4 and a bit layers left. need to kill these slimes. Can I kill them without killing the chicken? That's the real question. I managed it. Oh, nice. We finally got one. Wait. Did we... We got 2. Okay. I was wondering if we got the 4, but we did not. I think these are officially the first mobs that have survived making it all the way down. Barring any tragedy. Okay, well, I guess the baby chickens don't really count, but that one chicken probably made it a lot longer than a lot of other mobs. I'm curious to see what the first non-chicken mob that will survive making it all the way down will be, because I haven't done any breeding of those mobs, and chickens are really easy to just mass produce in this game. And by the way, I mean, there is a timer on screen if you guys really wanted to try and figure out exactly how fast I can mine a block. Obviously, I can't guarantee that I'll mine perfectly for an entire minute straight, but if you do happen to notice a minute where I do, you can always look back. Welcome back, Perry. How you doing? You're good. Well, you just made it back in time for the last 2 layers of this first chunk we're mining today. These guys are just gonna be in the way. Nothing useful for me, probably. Yeah, you got anything, man? Yeah. Dang, that means you must have gotten one of those fancy coffees. Get the coffee you brew at home. There is a coffee, if you're unaware, that's literally made from the fecal matter of like a certain type of cat, if I remember correctly. Anyways, that's that chunk done. Cat fee. What's up, Muffin? How you doing? Just in time for the end of a chunk. I'm gonna quickly just make sure we're counting these right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have finally reached double-digit chunk count. Let's celebrate by updating the counter. 10 whole chunk. We are almost 1% of the way done. Oh, man. I... Alright. I want to take a quick aerial view of this, because I think now this is starting to look kind of cool. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's starting to look interesting. I kind of like this little pattern we got going on. That's kind of gonna start expanding out. Okay. Uh, yeah, let's start another one, shall we? I think it is time for another one. Let me drink water real quick though. Muffin 10. Am I gonna manually clear the bedrock too? No, no. That would be very boring. I want my project to actually be fun. Alright. Let's clear that. Okay. See, where's the corner? Right here. Yeah. Okay. Let's begin. Okay, I think that should be good enough. Make it daytime. Okay. Then we got a good amount of Instamine blocks up here. So that's a good way to start. Hey man, this looks kind of weird. Keep all the blocks back. Trust me, it will make sense once we spend another 2,000 hours on this. Then you will understand. Where did that go? There we go. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of whatever this is so far. Yeah, I just don't like whatever this is. VOD watchers. Well, that's why they should watch live at twitch.tv/momentthemelon. So they can actually hear music. Sure, I gotta do the whole spiel that Twitch streamers are supposed to do. Oh, I think I misread that too. I was really confused. Also, it'd be very weird to eat a muffin like a bacon strip. Okay. By the way, I did say I planned on doing 3 chunks today, but I'm not so sure anymore. I'm looking at the time now. I think 2 might be fine today. Just because I do have things I need to do today. It's just been a very unfortunately busy weekend. Low-key, my mouth is still recovering from the dentist yesterday. It kind of hurts to speak. No, they really won't. They will be waiting for me. But I think even doing 2 is still obviously better than nothing. And I'll try to keep up the 1 per night stream as well. Progress will keep chugging along. Just wasn't the best weekend to start, evidently. I thought it would be a really good one, but it did not work out that way. I'm just glad it didn't turn out worse. I did have a little bit of a health scare, but it turned out okay. So we should be fine, hopefully. Actually, if all the chunks got up and ran away, the project would be complete. True. True, true. However, they will not be doing this. They are too scared to run away from me.
Hey, man. What's up, man?
Hey, man. What's up, man? Alright. Thank you for sending the people here. They gotta experience the chunk mining. Thank you, thank you. Hope you had a good one and hope you have a good night. Dang, this song must be pretty close to the actual BPM of Deep Slate Mining. Alright, never mind. I think it's out of sync now. I don't know. That makes sense as to why it's close. But yeah, it does fall out of sync eventually. Ouch. Come on. 109, 169. Wow. 60 durability. I mean, those things are nice for keeping me from not needing to tool repair, but they're really annoying. They don't help with saturation. Because it's very hard to avoid getting hit by those things. It's at least like 2.4 BPM. That's cool. Yeah, sometimes people don't spam the queue. I mean, to be fair, it's definitely not just Perry that does that. Although, I think Perry's the only one that does it usually in rapid succession. But if the songs are good, I don't necessarily care. Joel Pride, Joeling. I'm a fan of Joeling. I'm a little confused as to why I cannot see 7TV emotes on my end today. I can still visualize them in my head, so it's not a big deal, but it's just weird that it's actually not showing up on my end. Get FFZ. I think I do have FFZ. They upgraded to 8TV, no way. I wonder if having both of them clashes in some way, perhaps. Or maybe did I accidentally disable FFZ? It's not impossible, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. Let me see something. One moment. Okay, let me refresh my chat now. Okay, I think a setting of mine actually got disabled for no reason. For some reason, my setting to show 7TV emotes was literally disabled, which I don't understand how that's possible. Because I've never messed with those settings. This is also not the first time that's randomly been disabled for me either. That's the only reason I thought to even check that. Anyways, now I can finally see emotes like joling. Joling is the type of person to be like, don't you know that you could just use World Edit to get rid of all the blocks? Or have you tried TNT machines? Hey bro, have you tried Moss? Get this muffin joling promptly. Nah. No! I've not thought about this. You know what? You're the first person to ever tell me this. Can you believe it? You won. You are the 1 millionth visitor to this website. Have you tried using a hydrogen bomb? Now we're thinking. Did you know if you close the game, there won't be any chunks to mine? What? Moss should be an emo for these situations. Does a mossy emo even exist? You get a 1 millionth visitor cape. Even better, you get a free iPad. Alright, what is this emote? What is this? 7TV takes literally 100 years to load, by the way. I don't know why this website is the slowest website I've ever used. Why did someone create just an emote of the moss block? Anyway, sure. I'll add this if I can even sign in. There's also a deep slate emote. Wait, I need a deep slate emote. Alright, we now have Moss. Wait, what? What is this emote? Wait, this one's crazy. This is no Moss emote. Did that even work? Oh, I did not mean to pin Moss, but there you go. Here, let's pin that instead. Okay, now I can see it. Yeah, let me see the deep slate. Yeah, we gotta have a deep slate emote. Deep slate. Okay, there we go. That no moss emo is so stupid, but it actually kind of works. That's such a very specific emote. I don't understand why that exists normally. Also, I love this Morse code at the end. L9. This is on Spotify? It is. Can you believe it? I don't think all of Peroka's music is on Spotify, but some of it is, and they're all bangers. Yeah. I think a lot of them are not labeled under Paraoka though. They're labeled under one of their other aliases. But either way. Anyways, welcome back. How you doing? You do anything fun on stream? "5 hour shred sesh." Ooh, like tapping shredding or aim shredding though? Real question. A really good aim day into best tapping ever. Oh my goodness, you got the you got one of those sessions. I'm happy for you. Definitely not jealous at all. When those sessions come around, it's euphoric. You're floating the entire time. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. You don't want to stop playing everything. Yeah, that when you get a session like that, it's really hard to give it up. Until either you lose it or you just literally can't stay at the PC anymore. Yeah, I hope you keep trying, because speed is one of those skills where you have to consistently keep working on it, or else you will lose it quickly. More so than any other skill, I feel like. Got called off the PC for something. Unlucky. Very unlucky. Issue is, since you have uni, you won't be playing this very often. Right. That makes sense. And by the way, like, probably should keep it that way too. Don't get too into it now. Still got a real life to think about. But yeah. Ooh, nice. Have fun with that, man. Dude, I swear, every time I read this artist's name, I always think it's Children of Boredom. Every single time. This is what bored children make for music. Dude, I bet if kids found music instead of TikTok more interesting, we could get some crazy stuff going. Villains must sing. There's probably some Paraoka 2 out there just waiting to be discovered, but instead is wasting their brain on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Absolute tragedy. World world's most intense deep slate mining session. Yep. And we've done a total of 10 so far. And look at what this looks like now. I'll take a quick peek from up here. Like, you can kind of see the pattern we got going on here. It's fun. Found the worst Spotify song. Yeah, wait. that's just honk anytime you request a song. Took a big bite out of Deep Slate, yeah. We're at over 700,000 Deep Slate mined now. Out of like 10 million plus, so we are 1% of the way done with the number of chunks. I mean, obviously we're more than 1% done with the project, but in terms of number of chunks, we are 1% done now. Because I think 1% is like 10.2 chunks or something, which we are at now. It's a lot. We got a lot to go. That is not what I meant to do. Dang, dude. Look at all those diamonds. Alright, I am gonna cry, I assume. Wow. I think I'm going to cry. You can't just send me a song called Deep Slate Sucks. Wait, does this command work? Ah, nice. There we go. There we go. We never have to listen to that again. That is literally not only just an offensive song to me, it's also quite literally honk music, so it is doubly the worst song ever. This song is blocked. Double entendre there if you think about it. Wait, I got an idea. Hold on, hold on. I know we keep getting distracted, but I just thought of an idea. Let me see if this works. Please tell me this works. Let's see. Uh, responses. Please tell me I can find this. Where's the message for this? Okay, I don't see a way to change that response, unfortunately. There might be a way, but I'm not sure exactly. What if I do this? Okay, I don't think that's gonna work either. Anyways, the song is banned. Song is blocked. I'll figure it out later. Zombie noises. Uh-oh. Anyways, I think if I was able to change the message, I would just say this song is Moss. I think this would be more appropriate. It is a psyop by Big Moss. I hear bats as well. Okay, let's focus up. I gotta get this chunk done. Also, wait, I completely missed your message, Muffin. Let me read this. I think that would be really funny, but I don't think there's a way for me to do that without learning coding myself. Unfortunately. Wait, better idea. 1% chance if you request a song, you just get banned. Genius. Okay, maybe not banned. Maybe you just get timed out. Although, it would be kind of funny if you actually requested a blocked artist, you actually just get timed out immediately. Instead of getting a message saying this artist is blocked. Honk banned for 30 years. True. He would be the most timed out person of all time. "99% chance if you request a banned song, you get timed out. But 1% chance you become VIP." I mean, if you just change VIP to mod, you could basically just say that's how Honk became a mod. Worst channel point idea ever. Being able to request a banned artist and or song. Honk starts playing Drake songs all day on the stream. He would. Actually, no, he would do probably more Blade songs, let's be real. Yeah. Okay. Not what I want to listen to right now, to be honest. Or ever, really, but... Yeah. I need to get more Buckethead stuff in the playlist. Yeah. I'm still considering... I really need to stop considering and actually give it a shot of trying YouTube Music instead. If for no other reason than it has more Toho music I can listen to. What do you like listening to when you're chilling by yourself in your car or something? I'm usually not listening to music. I'm usually listening to videos or podcasts, stuff like that. Either about news, politics, history, stuff like that. Most of my music listening is when I'm doing this or playing Osu. YouTube music requests would be a double-edged sword. That's the only reason I've been putting it off. Because I'm like, you guys are gonna definitely send me the worst music ever. But I guess I will just start have to banning more artists and songs as a result. So it's okay. There's more music on YouTube, low-key. It's not even low-key, it's just true. I mean, okay, hear me out. Dematory. That's all I need to be like, well, I should just switch over. More SpongeBob AI covers on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, that too. Okay, but like Dematory, so it's okay. What if instead of Buckethead it was Deep Slate Head? Then they would be the #1 band of all time. Really just Japanese artists. That too. Yeah. I mean, I say a lot more Toho stuff, but I also do just mean Japanese stuff too. Would there be issues with availability in certain countries with YouTube? Maybe. I'm not really sure, but I mean, most people who watch my stream are from the US anyways, so but yeah, I think it might be worth giving a shot. I just don't know how it actually works. So I would have to spend time not streaming to figure that out. Maybe I should do that tonight. But I just don't know if I have that much time tonight. We'll see. Anyways, I really need to get this chunk done. We are halfway through, 55 minutes. See, this song's okay, but it's missing a certain, it's missing a certain charm, a certain clownish charm, if you will. It's missing a little joy. It's missing a little red and yellow, if you will. Ah, there we go. There we go. I've actually already listened to this before. I think Pretzel sent this to me before on stream. Yeah, I mean Pretzel is low-key the Toho music sending machine of the stream. He understands that part of my brain. Speed running, speed mining. What's up, table tennis? How you doing? Toho shoegaze. Maybe I'll actually like shoegaze. AKA shoe lesbians. Wait, true. This is a nuclear true. Truth nuke, legit. Why would the shoe be gazing? Oh, you know. Oh god, what is this emote gonna be? Oh. I guess perhaps I can add a truth nuke. Perhaps I can allow this. Well, thank you for explaining the genre, Perry, but that still doesn't answer the question as to why the shoe is gazing. It does explain why the people wearing the shoes are gazing. The average shoe is like 8 eyes. Have you guys ever thought about the fact that inanimate objects either have 0 attention span or infinite attention span? Yes, Spongle is not a SpongeBob. Although Spongle does sound like SpongeBob in a foreign language of some kind. I think it really just depends on your perspective. You could argue inanimate objects either have no attention span or infinite attention span, depending on how you assign it. Alright, pickaxe is at 997. Let's see what it will be after this. Dude, yeah, we just get so much free XP from that stuff, and it's really easy to mine. So nice. And that wasn't even that much of it either. None of them pay attention to you. This is so sad. We need to find a chair that will actually respect you, Muffin. Attention spam. Me when I'm walking by the spam at Walmart and I want to get their attention. But yeah, once again, Spangle is tickling my brain. I really like whatever this is. It's like a weird mix of like ambient but also factory music. Tell a joke. Spangle. This is the type of music AI will never be able to recreate. They would never. B-map? What B-map is this? I see. Well, it's automatically better because it's Toho. So, perhaps I could give it a try. I don't think I even hate shoegaze music. It's just something about it doesn't quite resonate with me. And I can't really put my finger on what. Oh yeah, those animations, man, I haven't thought about those animations in so long now. His animations were like the GOAT of old YouTube type videos. In terms of just like funny but unsettling. Should you go to a beach bicycle race in the middle of winter? Sure. These videos are straight unsettling for you. Fair. I don't know, I think they're funny. Okay, but imagine his animations with this music. That would be heavenly. Also, before I forget. And it sounds like music in Animal Crossing. Maybe if it was like very distorted and a lot higher paced. It makes me feel like I want to work in a factory for 50 years where I press one button for 8 hours a day. That is unfortunate. Hope the rest of your day is better. How did you even find this artist, by the way, DDR? Because I've literally never heard of this artist before. You don't find Spongle, he finds you. It really does feel like Spongle has found me in a way. I don't think I would have ever found this artist naturally. Alright. Yeah? Your brain at night. Yeah. This is certified wafer song that would be mapped. Okay, I think that's enough. Jeez, man. I wonder if a song like this sounds very similar to the last song to someone who has never heard of this artist before. Haven't heard this in a while, yeah. There's probably someone in the world who likes the previous song more than this one. And that person's not me. I think Never mind, I don't think. Okay, it lined up for a moment, but I think it's not exactly the same BPM either. Is this my last chunk for today? Yeah, I think it has to be. I just got too much to do today. It truly is a sad champ moment. I think this song is close enough in BPM though, where it has a lot of chances to line up. Or not low enough, but similar enough BPM rather. Bye bye love. Me when I have to close my world. Okay, just a heads up though, if I do switch to YouTube Music, you guys are going to be bombarded by Demetori and Necromata Master. Just a heads up. Scary monsters and nice sprites, medieval style instrumental. Okay. I am interested. I am intrigued. Okay, think about it like this, guys. Mozart is closer to Skrillex today than Mozart was to the moon landing. Piano trivia players, Bangarang. Oh boy. We're getting some real music now. Alright, sounds good. I hope the rest of your day is better. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. Today is Skrillex Day. Is it? Okay, I mean that's pretty much expected if you just request Skrillex. That does not shock me at all. I did not get very many diamonds from that. Or this chunk in general. That's okay though. I mean, we got almost a stack of diamonds from the last one. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Listen to the Bangarang piano one. What's the verdict? It's bad and not in a so bad it's good way. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna give it like 10 seconds at least, just to see what you mean. I do want to give it a chance, just so I can understand what you mean. Do they have Boomerang on Spotify? They do. Boomerang is absolutely on Spotify. I don't know if we have time to listen to it, but it'll probably be the last song we listen to or close to it. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I just don't have time to do 3 chunks today, so I'm just doing 2 instead. And we're 10 layers away. Alright. Okay. It's a little better, but still not getting very good odds from this one. Is there why are the two songs like 10 seconds of difference? Which one's the real one? But yeah, this version of Scary Monsters is perfectly fine. It's not offensive. It's a little whimsical, if you will. Alright, let's see how bad this one is. The king would have loved this back in the day, true. Yeah? Huh. Okay, yeah. I'll skip. Okay, I don't actually want to listen to a real Skrillex song either. Now this, on the other hand, this is an Omega banger. I wonder if the only difference between the two versions is literally just, like, a couple seconds of silence. Because I don't understand why there's two versions where the difference is like 7 seconds. Boom, boom. Alright, I think we have time for like another like couple songs actually. Depending on how long they are, of course. We have time for another 2 chunks. No, we do not. I wish, but... I mean, okay, technically I could, but I don't think that would be very wise of me. As I do have things and responsibilities to take care of. So is that one kind of failure in these techno songs? That's true. That's okay though. It would be weird without it. Wait, is this a completely different artist? Wait! Oh, wait, this has happened before on stream. Someone requested this before. I forgot about this. That's really funny. And it's not even like a bad song either, it's just completely different. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you got me. I completely forgot about that. That's hilarious. Chunk up the deuce. Wow. Actually, you could tell. Yeah, I mean, as someone named Lil Kiki, to me that feels like that's gotta be something rap related. I feel like that kind of naming convention doesn't happen with other genres of music. I'm a little curious on that Deep Slay song. Okay, not that I hate this song, but I do want to see what these other songs are about. Yeah. I'm trying to give it a chance. Let it build up. The galaxy collapsed. What? Into a point. Okay. You might be right. Deep Slate. Hold on, I gotta check something. This feels like AI music. This has 3 monthly listeners. And all the albums look AI generated. And they're all from this year. Guys, I think this might be AI music. If the music itself is not AI, literally everything else about it is. I think we're gonna have to ban this, guys. That is depressing. It's depressing that I even have to think about that. Yeah. At some point, we're just gonna have to start not listening to any music made after like 2020. So what is this? They're not just allowing it, but participating. Yeah, I mean, Spotify seems to be okay with this kind of thing. Wait, I'm actually surprised that my application even has a time limit. Hold on, let me see if I can change that. Song requests. Max song length in minutes. I think I legitimately can't allow a song longer than 100 minutes. I don't think it actually lets me do that. That's kind of sad. Because I wouldn't even be completely opposed. Why would we even need a song longer than 100 minutes? If it was just a song that's just an entire album. Or if it's like literally an entire video game track into one track, I guess. I mean, sure, how long is like on Usu, there's that one map, Meshiro Symphony. I think that's like every song from that game. And I don't even know if that's 100 minutes long. Yeah. I mean, I think at one point someone reminded me of the existence of Rate Your Music. And I think one of the highest rated albums of like, I think I want to say 1991 is literally an over hour long song that's like depressing Soviet music from what it described itself as. If I remember correctly. Or maybe, I don't know if depressed is the right word. Maybe experimental. Also, yeah, this song is quite collapsing. I did check it out. It is on Spotify, and I think it would be short enough to play, technically. Sorry, I'd rather listen to 3 hours of brown noise instead of Travis Scott. I'd rather listen to The Galaxy Collapses. Or The Galaxy Collapsed. Excuse me. Literally the only thing I like about Travis Scott is the sad champ emote. That is literally the only thing I like. Just him pretending to be sad. Yeah. But it's okay, guys. He's really good at music, so it's okay. Is the block breaking sound randomized? I have no idea. I don't really pay attention to it enough. I mean, low-key, I also don't think I like his music much to begin with anyway, so I'm fine with banning him as an artist. You can tell he's really sorry because of the monochrome filter. Yeah, the monochrome filter and him going like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I mean, still 10 people dead. That's ridiculous. Feel like the list of banned artists doubled today. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll have to like retroactively go back and ban the artists from the banned songs as well. Which won't be a problem. But I mean also if I just move to YouTube, I don't know if that list works or if I have to like redo it. So that's really sad that a song called Deep Slave is actually just completely AI. I mean, it didn't even sound that good either. So it makes me even suspect the song itself is AI too. I don't remember if it was exactly 1991, but I think it was early 1990s. And yeah, it's over an hour. I have it. Hold on. It might even be in my Spotify history still. Maybe I could just. Oh, yeah, here it is. Um. That. Okay, Spotify just trolled me and sent me to the wrong thing. Wait, was it? Hold on. I don't remember when this was made. What is this artist? Because there's a lot of artists. Oh, maybe it was the 80s, not 90s. Also, I love this song. This is great. Oh, apparently it says released 1990 according to Rate Your Music. But it's called like Schnitke Symphony Number 1. And one of the artists is labeled under USSR Ministry of Culture Symphony Orchestra. So also, what's up, Sam? You've come at a really good time. Dang, this might end up as the longest chunk yet, just from pure distractions. Yeah. I mean, here, I can post it in the chat, probably. Oh, no, I can't. That's really funny. Is there no, like, shorter way to link a page on this website? That's really funny. Is it Russian? I mean, I don't even know if it has any speaking in it. I think it's instrumental. Maybe not, though. But yeah, either way, for sure, it's... Yeah, oh yeah, you could link it in Discord. No. Either way. You finished work, you're off now until next Thursday. Well, I hope you're ready to play Osu, because I'm about to leave here. Sorry to say. Okay, there we go. We finished another chunk, guys. Number 11. We are now slightly over 1%. Let me see something here. We are 1.07% done with the project, guys. 1,500 hours left? Yeah, probably at least. But yeah, very nice, very nice. And yeah, sounds good, Sam. Have fun with the LAN. Okay. Yeah, 164-minute song in the album. Exactly. Okay. I do think it is time for me to depart, though. I got things I gotta take care of today. Is this starting to look kind of cool? Now that we've made more than a few chunks of progress. Nearly a dozen chunks. Oh. Leave me alone, man. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. If you want me to rig OWC, just send me a million chunks. That's true. It's true. Alright, but yeah. Anyways. I'm out of here. I will catch you guys tomorrow night, probably. Back to night streams for the next